how are you? I'm Henry.
I'm Doubravka.
Would you like to dance with me?
Dance? With you? I don't know. There's so many people.
Don't worry about the people. You won't notice them once we start dancing. You'll see.
Well, all right.
With one hand. That's true. I heard he used to be a great swordsman back in the day.
Oh, God, this is punishment. How much longer?
Nor should you.
The bottom foot was mine.
My own eyes. Go and see the priest.
How much longer?
Contrary.
Oh, that was beautiful. I haven't danced like this in a long time. How did you enjoy it?
You dance like a fairy, Doubravka.
Truly? No one's ever told me that.
I find that hard to believe.
I'm serious. You're the first. Thank you. Well, I think I'll be going now. But maybe we'll meet again. Where's my gallant chevalier? I want to tell you something, although you probably already know what.
Tell me what's on your mind.
Well, I like you so much. I said it. I'm sorry.
I like you too.
Really? And Henry, dear, would you like to come with me now? I want to show you something.
I see, you naughty girl. Where?
I'll show you. Follow me. Oh! Oh! Oh, Henry, what is it?
It's just... I liked it very much.
Yes, it was nice.
You don't sound very convincing.
Well, to tell you the truth, it wasn't that great.
Really? I see.
Ah, junger Mann, komm her!
Sorry, I don't know your name, my lady.
This is Johanka of Zhernov, Henry.
Pleased to meet you. I'm...
I know who you are. My companions here talked about you. And the stories were somewhat madcap, if you don't mind me saying so.
nothing more than a couple of silly misunderstandings.
The pond, the stocks, and the gallows. Quite a nice series of misunderstandings, if you ask me.
Your life was on the line more than once, young man.
You're right, Father. And not just my life, Lord Capon's as well.
Well, that sounds interesting. Won't you tell me about it? I'd love to hear about adventures right from their hero himself.
It all began one lovely day when we'd been on the road for ages. It's a long way from our home in Ratai. So we made camp by a pond to bathe a bit before presenting ourselves to the local lord. We didn't have time for that, because a band of cutthroats suddenly attacked us. They killed without mercy, and our men had no chance against them. We had no choice but to jump into the water and swim for our lives. I still don't know how I didn't drown. I can't swim, you see.
Truly divine intervention, my son. God clearly wanted you to be saved.
Truly shocking and terrifying. Tell me, what awful thing happened next?
What can I say? Nothing much apart from the fact they almost stuck me like a pig.
No doubt, but that's just what interests me.
We were saved by a good-hearted old woman. But later, we got involved in a tavern brawl. Well, the brawl was started by my Lord Capon, actually. Manual labor would have been too humiliating for him, you see. Even more humiliating than having the local guards pour, slops over us, it would seem.
No, that is truly awful.
But it's true. Everyone thought we were stinking vagabonds, which led to a whole misunderstanding.
Bailiff Thrush put them in the stocks.
Yeah, like I said, they took us for ragamuffins.
Fair enough. But out with it now. Why did they punish you?
I admit the bailiff was right to punish us. But we would have won the brawl otherwise, my lady.
Excellent. I think people are wrong about you. You're a sincere and brave young man, Henry.
And rather entertaining company.
Yes, I agree. It's a pity my good friend didn't hear your story. She would have been very interested.
Who do you mean, my lady?
Unfortunately, she just went outside to get some fresh air. But the easiest way to put that right would be to go and find her. Would you escort me, Sir Knight?
Certainly, my lady. I'd be honored to escort you.
Excellent. I'm sure the learned gentlemen will excuse us, won't they? It's a lovely night outside, and it's a little stuffy in here, so a walk will do me good. Come on. A lovely summer night. It was horribly stuffy inside. Thanks for rescuing me from the claws of those two old vultures.
Yeah, of course. But I thought...
I know what you thought. Some men are terribly slow-witted, that's all. Like my late husband. But maybe I underestimated you, eh?
I don't think you're the kind to fall for pretty poems.
Well. Finally an exception that proves the rule.
I'm no good at poetry anyway.
That's enough talk, silly. Embrace me. Let's enjoy this night. It wasn't made for sleep, after all.
So, how are you enjoying...
Good to see you. At least I know one person here. I wouldn't mind a few more feasts like this now and then. Have you tasted the Hungarian wine?
I remain on duty, so I can't. But when I see how the others are enjoying it, Sakra, I miss Prague.
You're a regular martyr. For my part, I'll be happy to have a drink. On your behalf as well. What about you and the local women folk? Got your eye on anyone?
Come off it. I'd have to stand in line behind Herman and his ilk. I'd rather have a drink with you.
I think I know what you're getting at. Don't you want to leave the guests to themselves and go somewhere quieter?
I like the way you think. I have some good brandy in my chambers. If you're tired of the feast, I'll invite you for a nightcap.
The night is young. But maybe later. What do you say?
I'll be happy to wait for you.
Let's leave. I'd rather spend the rest of the evening with you.
You fancy some of that brandy, do you? I thought that might tempt you.
That can wait. Why not start in the baths?
I don't know about you, but I already washed today.
Being too clean never hurt anyone.
That's true. In any case, it would be a sin not to take this opportunity. We have a lot of dirty work ahead of us tomorrow. Come on then. We also have to get at least some sleep before we move out.
Are you finished for today?
Work like this is never finished. But you have to know when enough is enough. Otherwise it'll drive you mad.
It's tough seeing people you know and care about in such a state.
You can't let it get to you. Neither the good or the bad. If you don't think about who's lying in front of you, you can focus better on what you need to do.
So if Zizka had beaten me, you wouldn't have cared either?
If he had beaten you, you'd be long since dead.
Well, and you'd be able to just shrug that off.
Can we talk about something else? I'd really prefer to not talk about all this death, at least for today.
Let's go and get something to drink so we can forget about it.
It sounds good. But if the men saw me tipsy, I'd never hear the end of it. The best thing we can do is go to sleep. If you like, there's a free bed in the cabin. The wind blows through the gaps, but if you don't mind a bit of a squeeze, we'll be warm this evening. I'll come and see you when you go to bed. At least this day will have a happier ending. Farewell. Could you find some room there for me? I'm awfully, awfully tired. And cold, too.
Well, we shall have to do something about that.
But don't get too excited. As soon as I lie down, I'll sleep the sleep of the...
The just?
something like that. But at least I don't have to worry about any bad dreams, since I'll be sleeping next to a knight.
So, here we are. Welcome home. If our plans succeed and your father is freed, do you know what will come next?
I try not to think about it.
Why? That's why you're helping us, isn't it?
If you get the king's silver, my father and I will have to hide. Leave the region, go somewhere out of Sigismund's men's reach, and you and I will have to part ways.
I won't let you go away. Even if I have to fight with your father, Zizka, and the devil.
Is that so?
I'll even tell Sigismund. Run back to Hungary. This girl is staying here.
That all sounds very nice, but there's nothing left here anyway. We've lost everything.
You'll be all right.
My father would clap you in irons for that.
And for this?
Oh, it seems you know how a lady should be carried.
Where to, ma'am? I don't see any rivers, ditches, or puddles to cross.
Dami castitatem e continentiam, sed non lemoro. Forward, Sir Knight.
I've come to say goodbye before me and Sam leave.
So you've signed up for that suicide mission? I should have known.
What should you have known?
That you'd be taking pointless risks. Again.
Well, someone has to do it. Otherwise, we'll all die.
Someone has to do it. And once again, it'll be you who sacrifices himself for the others.
What are you saying?
Nothing. Nothing. I'm not saying anything. Why can't things just be normal? Why does it all have to end this way?
What are you talking about?
About nothing. Leave me alone. You just don't get it. Go and save the world.
I'll bring help and everything will be all right again. Sigismund is gone. We'll live normal lives again. You'll see.
No, Henry. Even if you do bring help, I'll never have a normal life.
What are you saying?
After everything that's happened to me, I just can't go on.
I know what you're talking about. Zizka told me how they found you. I'm very sorry.
All I wanted was to get my revenge and never be attached to anyone ever again. But look how that ended up. I have you. And instead of revenge, they want to take you away from me again.
Don't worry. I won't be taken away. And you'll get revenge.
If only that were true. So go then. Go. And bring help. May the Lord be with you.
Can't sleep either.
Don't you dare get yourself killed.
I'll be fine.
I don't want to lose you too.
I've come to say goodbye.
Already?
Aye. We have to leave at night.
You see, I've been thinking a lot about the two of us, and about what you told me in Malashov.
And?
You see, once I heard a French minstrel tell a tale about two knights. They met on the battlefield, where they faced each other. One as a commander, the other as a black knight.
Why are you talking about this now?
Wait, I'm getting there. In the story, there's something I don't have my own words for. The commander, Geelhout, saw how valiantly the Black Knight had fought and decided to surrender alongside his entire army, even though they had the upper hand. After the battle, the knights met. They grew close to each other, and from then on, they only fought side by side. When on campaign, they slept in the same tent. They even seduced court ladies together.
Well, sounds like we have a lot in common with them.
Aye, that's why I'm talking about them. They went through a lot together. Until Lancelot was eventually captured. Everyone thought he was dead. When Geelhout found out, well, he was distraught. He felt life was meaningless all of a sudden. In the end, he dies too, of grief and sorrow. Henry, if anything happens to you, then... oh, why the hell can't I save you once for a change?
I'll be back. I promise you. No, everything will be all right. I'll bring reinforcements.
I'm sorry. I just